just to start off, what's kind of been your biggest adjustment coming into college, and what have you been kind of trying to get down?
The biggest thing for me has probably been the speed of the game changes a lot, obviously. Even from a really big school down in Texas, the game's still a lot faster, and that was something that I had to adjust to a lot in spring, and something that's finally starting to slow down for me.
And coming into this during the spring, you had some time at safety, and now you're in that corner. Has that transition been tough at all, or has it just kind of been a smooth transition?
I've always kind of done a little bit of both, and so it was kind of special for me to get to settle down at corner, which is really what I played more of in high school. Kind of seeing that the coaches trusted me in that position and kind of are showing me more love on that island.
And I'm curious, when was that transition? Because it seems like you've settled in that corner during fall camp. When was that transition kind of settled and you were settling in at that position?
Really, I wasn't sure. I had no idea what I was going to be doing coming into fall camp. We just knew that there was football that needed to be played, and I was going to do everything I could to try to contribute to the team. And then when coach was telling me as we started getting into fall camp that he sees me settling in more at corner and getting more comfortable, and that's where he wanted me to be at right now.
Okay. And with the transfer corners, the trio of them, they've all played a ton of football during their careers. What have they kind of brought in terms of leadership, and what have you been able to gain from them?
Everything. I mean, to say that they've helped me grow so much in the summer between Alex Smith and those three, it's unreal. The time that they spent with me after workouts, working on footwork and everything, they've really brought our group together more and helped everyone become more technicians.
So after practice, you're kind of working with them through footwork and whatnot?
Everything. We do footwork, film study, whatever they felt like we needed or anything I ever asked them, I could call them right now. I could call them at 9 o'clock at night, and they're going to answer the phone and help me out with whatever.
Gotcha. And we haven't seen many practices, but from what we've seen, it seems like you've gotten a good bit of work with both the twos and the ones. Kind of what's been the biggest learning point you've had thus far when you turn on the field?
The biggest thing for me is just continuing to play confident in myself and just really trusting that if I'm out there on the field and the coaches trust me to be out there, and knowing that and doing what the other ones and twos are doing what those transfer corners are doing, and not allowing there to be a drop-off.
And when a lot of guys going into their second year talk about having a full grasp of the playbook now, in your first year in the system, how do you feel like your grasp of the playbook is coming along? Do you feel like you have a good grasp of it?
I feel very confident in it. That was something that was a huge part of why I wanted to come in the spring, is to kind of get ahead of all of that, and having the opportunity to come and especially learning safety and corner, getting a really good idea of not just one position but the grand scheme of things has been awesome.
And Jim Leonard called the corner group the deepest he's had in his time here. How deep do you think the group is? How many guys do you see being able to play on Saturdays?
If we're just being truthful, I don't think there's a single corner in our room right now who couldn't compete and play on Saturday. I think that's what the film shows in practice as well, is that you have a lot of guys who are always making plays and always pushing each other to be better. And that's the biggest thing I'd say is what's so special about this group, and probably why it's so deep, is that, you know, if you have a bad rep, you're going to come off the field, you're going to have 7 other corners telling you, helping you out, what went wrong, how you can do this better, this, and that. And so seeing that, it's helped everyone level up a lot.
Is that kind of competition something you guys embrace? Are you guys close as a group?
Absolutely. We're all super close. I mean, the corners are always together, so you got to be. It's footwork and so much other technician stuff that a lot of different positions work different things. They're working the bags, but for us, we have to come in here and do press work after practice, or we need to run after practice because we have to be in better shape. So we're always together watching film, doing something.
And with Jim Leonard, he's a guy who likes to play 5-6 corners throughout the season or even during the game. Do you feel like you're prepared to be a consistent contributor during the season?
Right now, I'm just trying to do what I can to contribute to the team in whatever position they put me in, and do the best I can there. Like I was saying, I don't think we have a corner who, in our entire depth, who isn't ready to go out there and play.
Gotcha. And then going up against the receivers every day, it's a bunch of young guys out there, maybe some guys who haven't played at all or haven't played many snaps during their career. Do you feel like there's going to be a drop-off this season, or is it going to be a group that could kind of make plays on Saturdays?
I think they have opportunity to really shock the world. We have some phenomenal athletes on the offensive side of the ball. I'm not going to say names because I know I'll end up missing one, but it's crazy. I mean, I'm sure you've seen they're looking more explosive than they have in a while. It's special.
Gotcha. And then with just 2 weeks until the opener, and you guys have lost 8 starters on defense. I know you weren't here a year ago, but do you feel like there won't be a drop off and you guys can maintain that standard of a Wisconsin defense?
I think we're going to maintain it and try to keep pushing it and just be as great as we can. That's something that Coach Leonard is always preaching, is that it's not about anyone else, it's about us. And we have to do our job and we have to be able to perform no matter what the situation is. And so I think that if we can hold the standard that Wisconsin set with the tradition that they have, will be just as good, if not better.